welcome to my Terry Joe's On the Go series. Today we are in Media, Pennsylvania, the county seat of Delaware County.
And here is the trolley.
Media is about 13 miles west of Philadelphia, and it's about 40 minutes north of Wilmington, Delaware. Media was incorporated in 1850. At the same time, it was named the county seat of Delaware County.
We are now at Olive and Front Street here in Media, and we're looking at the former home of Family Community Services of Delaware County. Yes, my former employer. I was employed here from October 2002 until May 2006. I left for a better opportunity, but that is not a negative reflection on my experience here at FCS. I was an intensive case manager working with individuals living with HIV and AIDS. And as I've mentioned before, I'm a licensed clinical social worker. This was my first job out of graduate school. Many fond memories of my times at FCS in this building. There are a lot of one-way streets here in Media, and as you can see, the streets are narrow. Well, people can have a heck of a time navigating their way through Media when there's been a heavy snowfall. The CEO of FCS, I don't know if he's still employed, he's probably retired by now, but now this is a really fond memory. Whenever it would snow, he would absolutely. You're the next star on YouTube. Have a good day. So, as I was saying, the CEO at the time, when it would snow, he would close the agency and we would get authorized absence. So yes, we would be paid and they would not deduct that time from our vacation. And that was wonderful. There were times where the agency would be closed for 2 days at a time. So yes, that's a fond memory. And this, friends, is a side view of the Media Courthouse. I think we can surmise that many of these buildings are actually law offices. And it's a perfect location since this is right across the street from the Delaware County Courthouse. Spinning around, and yes, the trees are obstructing our view. And here we are, the Delaware County Courthouse. A lot of people meet their judgment day in this building. And we are here on Front Street. We are at Veteran Square and Front Street. And we're looking at a building that houses law office and county court apartments. But in 1971, one of the offices located in this building was an FBI office, and it was a two-man show. In 1971, a group of social activists burglarized that FBI office. Now, I believe the group is referred to as the Citizens Commission. And if I recall, they were after documents related to the draft. However, they inadvertently stole documents that exposed the counterintelligence program, also known as COINTELPRO. Counterintelligence program was overseen by J. Edgar Hoover. And COINTEL targeted groups such as the Communist Party, the Mafia, the Black Panther Party, and other social groups that the FBI deemed as a threat to the social order. Now, I am not a conspiracy theorist, and this is not a political channel. I'm simply stating a fact as to what occurred here in 1971. Now, this is a story I am fixing to tell, just not today. Friends, I will come back to it. It's a notable event. It is a very interesting story, but it's a story for another video. Olive and State Street, swinging around. Ah, and a little story to tell.
Almost 20 years ago, I walked into this newsstand and purchased a $2 lottery ticket and won $400. Now we're about to meet the very nice man who owns this newsstand. He's been here for 33 years.
Hey! So what's your name? Okay, and this gentleman was here the day I won $400, which was probably 2002 or 2003. And how long have you been here for now?
33 years. You can say 33 years, completely done.
And how's that experience been for you?
I love it. I spend my life here.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I spend my life here. Like from morning to evening. I spend like 12 hours a day used to be here. Now
Uh-huh.
I'm helping my brother and I with split time. But I spend 12 hours there. I just go home for sleep and dinner. That's all.
Uh-huh. Yeah. That's
all.
a man who loves his job.
Yeah.
And
in the town, that many years, people we knows all neighborhood, everything so well.
this place is a staple of media.
Older shop.
Yes, and I was very happy to see it was still here because it's been a long time since I've been in this area.
Yeah.
But it's very nice to see you again. Thank you.
I don't forget today. I don't forget anybody's.
Well, I'm going to get some lottery tickets. I used to go to Mary Overhill Pharmacy, gosh, up until about 3 or 4 years ago. And this was my go-to pharmacy for about 20 years. Whatever I needed, I would come here. This was one of the last ma and pa pharmacies, to my knowledge. There's still Elwyn Pharmacy, which is in Elwyn, about 4 or 5 miles from here. But there aren't many left, and I'm very sorry to see that they have closed.
Now, there's actually a story behind why this pharmacy closed. I saw a fella seated on a bench nearby, and he told me what occurred. And this happened last year in 2021. I don't want to go into the specifics here, but you can Google it. And you can also Google the name of the owner. His name was Martin Bryan. And if you are interested in learning more about why this pharmacy closed, it's unfortunate, but my experience at this pharmacy was always positive.
And we're looking up State Street here in media. Doing a spin around. We're at State and Jackson Street, so winging around. I have a lot of memories of working in media. When I wanted something quick And cheap, I go to Little Anthony's for a slice of pizza. That's one of my memories. I'd often do shopping here. It's a neat little town, Media, Pennsylvania. Just another view of the courthouse. There's some different buildings in the rear here. Now I'm spinning around here. And here we are. It's just a big empty lot. And I cannot remember what was here. Here's a better view. If anyone remembers what was here, do me a favor, let me know. I want to say a parking garage, but I don't think media would tear a parking garage down, so I'm probably wrong. Parking could be a real bear in this town. I'm just saying. So.
Turns out I was right. It was a parking garage. I saw a lady who lives up the street, and she confirmed that media did in fact tear down a parking garage.
Street art in media.
The Media Theater is an award-winning 491-seat theater that was built in 1927 and offers engaging theatrical seasons of new and classic works.
At Veterans Square and Baker Street. Spinning around to the Townhouse, also known as the Media Townhouse. In March or April of 1998, a dear friend of mine, Ellen Breen, hosted her 50th birthday party here at the Media Townhouse restaurant. We had a wonderful time at Ellen's birthday party. There were about 15 to 18 people. We rented a really decent sized table. I think they had to put about 3 or 4 tables together actually. And yeah, Ellen was a great person. She had a wonderful sense of humor. And we were close friends throughout the 1990s and into the 2000s. I'm sorry to say that we lost touch when I moved out of the area in 2005. Sadly, I learned in 2020 that Ellen had passed away in 2017. She succumbed to cancer. And she is dearly missed. Thank you for the memories, Ellen. We are at State Street and Baltimore Avenue, spinning around. Now we're on the outskirts of Media. This area was developed within, I'll say, the past 5 years, and they've done a wonderful job. I don't remember what used to be in this area, but I will say that it looks very different than it did 5-10 years ago. That's the West End Flats, friends. Beautiful building. And of course, that hill leads into downtown media. And this is the West End Walk. These are also new.